Broadcasting from the top of the skyscraper that is the Markham Hall on the Rogers State University campus in Claremont. It's Green Country's most exciting radio show, Free Association. And now, here is the Fort Smith Fireball, your champion of chicken, and your deluxe dueling DJ, Mark Lay.
Thank you for that introduction, KO. Welcome to Free Association, folks. We have a lot on the agenda today. We're going to look at the headlines. We're going to see what North Korea is up to. We're going to see what's going on in Iran. We're going to talk a little bit about an NFL article that came out on FoxSports.com today. Then we'll have jokes for you. And most importantly, we'll play you the true alternative music. And we'll take requests right here on Free Association. The request line is open, 918-343-7913. But if there are no objections, let's get to Regina Spektor with The Calculation right here on Free Association. All right, let's go on and let's see what's going on in the world today. Here at home, oh, this is sad to see what happened. A child dies after being strangled by a pet python in Florida. And you get the article off of FoxNews.com, and it doesn't. It says they're confusing me. It says that it was a pet python, but then they say that pythons are a non-native species to Florida, so you don't know if the kid was in the yard and he got strangled by a python, or it was one of his parents' pythons that strangled him. You don't know. But they do make clear that pythons, Burmese pythons, are getting to be a problem. They're a feral animal in Florida. So I have a solution to that problem. Why don't we get to the poachers in there and kill all the Burmese pythons and then make cowboy boots out of them? There we go. I have solutions right here on Free Association. Oh, and I also have the weather for you coming up after the break. That was Eulogies with Eyes on the Prize right here on Free Association. And before that, we had Eels with That Look You Gave. The rest of the thing ran out of there. And then before that, we had the Dallas Austin Experience with Life is Good, all right here on Free Association. And I don't know, I do promote the city of Dallas pretty well with my talk incessantly about the Dallas Cowboys. But there are other towns here in the South that you should know about that have things to offer as well. Kind of like Memphis. You know Memphis, it produced the home of the blues, and it was where Elvis lived most of his life. Well, we have a show that kind of honors Memphis. It's called Beale Street Caravan, and it's every Saturday evening at 6 right here on 91.3 Real College Radio. And the show covers the world of blues with the heartfelt sounds and colorful stories of the genre and its music makers. The world's best artists are featured in intimate performances and recorded the way blues is meant to be heard, burning up the stage. All right, that's Beale Street Caravan, Saturday evenings from 6 to 7 on 91.3 FM. And this just in, we have an update on that python story there. It turns out that the snake was a pet. The boyfriend of the girl's mother kept it as a pet. Can you believe this? And then what I said about Burmese pythons being out of control in Florida still is that's still veritas. Now they theorized that this happened with the Burmese pythons getting out of control in the Everglades there because of Hurricane Andrew, knocked over a pet shop or whatever. They got out and bred that way. Still, my solution reigns. Get some poachers in there, take the snakes, kill them, make cowboy boots out of them. That's all. And then let's hear the rest of the story. We have Eagles of Death Metal with Secret Plans, a request right here on 91.3, coming up after the break, after the weather on Free Association. And now I'm going to get to an article that I came across. I've actually been saving this article. Actually, I found it today. It was another article that led me to this article, but it's from YourTango.com. I don't know what that is, but it's about Uh, top 10 Facebook etiquette rules. So this looks like it should be a barrel of laughs. Are you ready to go down the 10 rules here? Hold on to your hat. Let's go to number 10. Relationship status is a mutual decision. As illustrated above, lots of problems can arise from... Okay, so wait a second. Instead of having a couple getting together to decide to buy a house or an apartment, now they have to make a mutual decision on a Facebook relationship status. Okay, that's the postmodern 21st century society we live in. What's number 9 here? It's okay to look through your friends' friends for people... Wait a second. Friends? A Facebook friend holds as much validity to friendship as a peso does in bartering for water in the sands of Arabia. Oh my goodness. So what's number 8 here? Ask first before friending a close friend's ex-squeeze. No one ever asked me my opinion on that one. What's number 7? It's okay to remain friends with somebody you used to date on Facebook. We can be grown-ups about this. Just prepare yourself to see some status updates that you could probably do without. That's why God made the hide posts from this user option in your newsfeed. Trust me, it comes in handy. What's 5? As with all things, there is such thing as too much information. The airing of grievances. Okay, so basically, don't talk about how you hate somebody on Facebook, duh. What's 4? This is sort of an addendum to the okay, I don't read addendums. What's number 3? Know the difference between the wall and a message. Facebook should be... Yeah, exactly. My sister, she wrote a message about one of my friends on Facebook on my wall. And I was like, Monica, let's keep that kind of stuff in a message. Yeah, please, yes, know the difference. What's number 2? Again, the interweb is not a therapy session and shouldn't be used with severely impaired judgment. For instance, there are only 2 occasions when you tell someone you had a huge crush on them in high school. So wait a second. People who are out of high school using Facebook? And I don't mean they're in college, you mean in their 30s? Oh, ooh. Well, okay, what's the number 1 rule? Above all other rules, and this is in the Facebook rules, do not create a fake page as a way to punish an ex. Okay, so there it is. There's the 10 rules you can live without on Facebook. And here's a song that you can't live without. It's State Radio with Sudan on 91.3 Real College Radio. Okay, what did I talk about today? Well, I talked about that Facebook article that you just heard. Then I talked about that NFL article with the quarterbacks. That one wasn't radio ready. I shouldn't have read that. And then we played some requests. We had Dr. Dog with Hang On. We had Reverend Peyton with Your Cousins on Cops. We had Eagles of Death Metal with Secret Plans. And we had Ben Harper and Relentless 7 with Number with No Name. And then I got obsessed with this story of the poor baby, the poor 2-year-old girl in Florida that got killed by a python, a pet python, of all things. I guess it bugs me because I have 8 nephews and 2 nieces of my own, and it's just whenever you read some kind of freak story about this, about some young child, you put yourself in their in the family's shoes, and it's just something you just don't want to look at. But Burmese pythons being loose in Florida is a problem, and I had a solution for it, which is you kill the snake, and then you turn it into cowboy boots. And can you believe this? When the boyfriend got in there and saw that the snake was trying to eat the baby, he stabbed the snake, but it didn't die. So what happened to the snake? It was carried out in a bag. What should happen to the snake is it should be turned into cowboy boots, especially that one. I hate reading these stories on YouTube or Wikipedia or wherever. And it was reported in Australia that a python ate and killed the family, all the family pets. And now it's living happily in a nature reserve. It ought to be happy on somebody's foot as a cowboy boot. That's what I say. Enter stage right, Tip Toasty.